Hello people, hello. I wasn't even meant to make this video today. I was literally editing a let's talk about the Chicago Bulls. But the video of JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins on First Take just has been circling the internet. And I've got a lot of things I want to say because it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, obviously, there is, to an extent, a race problem when it comes to some of this voting, but Kendrick Perkins is deluded if he thinks that's the reason why Nikola Jokic is headed towards his third MVP. Because maybe before you had players like Steve Nash that shouldn't have won it 2 years in a row. Should have been Kobe one of those years and probably Shaq the other one of those years. But it makes absolutely no sense to say Jokic doesn't deserve his MVP. Because this season, Nikola Jokic, there's three main things that you have to take into account when you look at who the MVP is. The first thing you have to take into account is how much they win. Winning is probably top two things when you take into account who should be MVP. And Nikola Jokic has the most wins in the MVP this season. He might have the best record, the Bucks have the best record, but he has the second best record in the NBA, and he has the most wins in the NBA. That tells you that Nikola Jokic wins with the Denver Nuggets. He's only missed 8 games this season. And when he doesn't play, they have a losing record, which tells you Nikola Jokic is a winning player. Second thing you have to look at is stats. Cool, Joel Embiid scores better than Nikola Jokic, but that's it. He's not even the leading scorer in the NBA. There's no reason for him to be MVP to me. He's not the leading scorer. He's not the most winningest player. It makes no sense. The only reason people are saying it is because the past 2 seasons he's had an argument for it. You know, Nikola Jokic this season is averaging a triple-double. That isn't normal. He's a center. He's not a point guard. He's not Russell Westbrook. He doesn't have the ball all the time. He's not stat padding either. Games against the Suns before where they had a blowout, he sat out after 28 minutes. He's not stat padding and he's averaging a triple-double for his center, leading his team with no all-stars in his lineup. No all-stars. And the third most important thing is the value they actually bring to the team. Obviously, it tells you it's called the most valuable player, the MVP. And if you look at the advanced stats, win shares per 48, who contributes the most to winning to their team? In the league, who's the highest? Nikola Jokic. You look at VORP, value over replacement player. Who is the highest in the league? You know what VORP is? VORP gives you the highest value compared to if you were to replace them with a bench player. The highest VORP in the league is Nikola Jokic. And he's the 1 seed and he's averaging a triple-double. What more do you want from him? What more do you want from him? The only reason people are saying things like this is because they're getting tired of the same person winning MVP. But he deserves it. There's no reason not to give it to Nikola Jokic. If Joel Embiid's team were the 1 seed, there'd be more of an argument. If Joel Embiid was doing something we'd never seen before, there'd be more of an argument. Joel Embiid's had an amazing season. He'll probably finish 3rd or 2nd in MVP. But he's not my MVP and he's nowhere near it for me. I think it's clear and obvious that Nikola Jokic, due to his stats, due to how much he wins, and due to his value to his team, he is the MVP. And I'm tired of Kendrick Perkins putting on some agenda. This isn't the Steve Nash time. People say Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki had a 70+ win season. That's different. You know what I mean? The only person you could say has had that agenda is Steve Nash. It makes no sense to say it for Jokic. It makes no sense to say it for any of his MVP seasons, because we know deep down, really and truly, the MVP is favourable towards Americans over Europeans. Only recently we've seen the talent of Europeans shine, only in recent years. So it makes no sense to have this notion. And honestly, I'm sitting here and I can't wait till Nikola Jokic picks up his 3rd MVP. Thank you for watching.